Did you know the MLB may expand? We may get new teams in Major League Baseball soon.
I know that they've been talking about this for a long time, but I had not seen any definitive timelines for when these teams or team might end up coming over.
Yeah, it's not quite like the NHL where they've actually, in the recent decade or so, they've taken steps to actually put the teams in, and now they're in. In baseball, it's a little less defined so far, but there is a pretty serious movement. In fact, there is a group that is working very hard to bring a baseball team to Nashville. When they're working so hard, they've already put a lot of the work together, including they've named the team potentially, and maybe the Nashville Stars, and they've now put out what their caps would look like and what their logo would look like. Allie, take a look at this and tell me how you think it looks. The potential Nashville Star caps and logo.
I mean, I actually don't hate it. It's a black and white cap. So you could get a fully black one or one that's got a white hat and then a black bill. And then the N and the S are kind of layered on top of each other.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I think, I don't want to be too harsh.
Okay.
Because the name and I believe all of it is hearkening back to a Negro League team.
Yes.
Which I think is a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
But, if you're going to do that, all the teams in that era kind of looked the same.
Right.
They didn't have the technology we have now.
Right.
we can make different colors on hats much better than they could.
Yeah.
Back when that was when we needed the Negro League. So I think you can do that, but we need to modernize it. It looks almost indistinguishable from the White Sox and Yankees.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Obviously, those teams, they have brands that go back to that time, and so they haven't really changed that much.
Right.
But this is a brand new team. You can change it. You can still honor the Negro League team and also update the logo and color scheme so it looks a little more fun and unique.
Yeah. Do you think they'd be able to stick with the Nashville Stars name? Because the Dallas Stars are a thing.
That is, as we've seen actually in the NHL, the trademark thing can be an issue. And so, I feel like if they're putting this out, they probably have done their work on that, and hopefully, if that's what they want to do. But at the same, and because if the Nashville Stars, I don't know if that was the actual name of the Negro League team. If that was, it's a pre-existing thing, right?
Right.
So I think they could use that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm fully on board with there being a Nashville team. That's kind of one area that I have felt has needed a baseball team. When you talk about the SEC, you get a lot of baseball fans and a lot of baseball players that end up in Major League Baseball. So the fact that there's only one Major League Baseball team in all of SEC country has kind of flabbergasted me for the longest of time.
That's true.
Because I'm if there's ever been a place where a professional sports team has needed to be, it is down south for baseball.
It is, yeah. Nashville's a kind of growing area, and it is wild that you can go from the Atlantic coast, the east coast of Georgia, all the way up to Virginia, and over all the way to Texas, basically, and the only local team you could cheer for is Atlanta.
Right.
But Atlanta's not really local to Tennessee. Atlanta's not really local to Alabama, whatever. So, yeah, it would be fun to bring it. This is an area that would be fun for baseball to come to. They just, if I was a Nashville baseball fan and I saw this, I'd be like, man,
right.
I was hoping we'd get some cool, fun gear. You know?
Yeah. No, I do think they could do something really fun with the Stars theme and come up with. Because I feel like the idea of Stars also matches really well with Nashville.
Yeah.
It's Music City, all of that. So yeah, I think there's a great way they can do this. I'm happy that this is a potential, and I'm hoping that it moves forward quickly.
Yeah. And I'd like to have more baseball teams too.
Yeah, more baseball teams. In all honesty, Nashville and Birmingham are the two top places I want to see it.
Let's do it.
While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.